Hello and welcome back to TEW 2016 Branding Solutions, and we are back with Monday Night Raw, fresh off the back of SmackDown's Battleground, and we go straight into the dark matches where, again, hired a few or promoted a few from developmental just for the match, and surprisingly this match came off reasonably well considering Alexander Wolf has never made a debut and Curtis Axel has no momentum whatsoever. But this was basically just to give the Certified Gs a match and a win. So that's all it needed to do. And we carry on with Roderick Strong beating No Way Jose. Another strong match. Roderick Strong is coming on leaps and bounds. So he'll have a match at the next pay-per-view. Again, another one. JTG and Shad Gaspel, Crime Time, needed a win. So I just put them against Denton Blackwell and Jesse Sorensen. As you can see, they're not the most over for ring performers, but these two work quite well, and I've had them losing to real tag teams all the time, so I need them to have an odd win. Next up we have Angelo Dawkins versus Samoa Joe. This is another positive match for Samoa Joe picking up the easy win. So that was all I needed from that one too. And we have Evan Bourne and Sami Zayn versus Hugo Knox and Shane Vaughan. Again, Zayn, Evan Bourne need a win, keep their momentum going. Hugo Knox is rated awful. I think that's fair to say. Shane Vaughan looks like he might be quite good at these sort of job type matches, so we'll keep him around. Bo Dallas defeats Colbin Carino. Simple match, simple win. And the main event is Jack Swagger defeating Carlito with the Patriots lock. This was important because I need Swagger getting a bit more over for a potential storyline coming up in a few months. I think that is the whole pre-show. And we open the show with a promo with Kurt Angle, Jack Swagger, Chad and Jason Jordan in the ring, demanding the authorities stop Dean Ambrose's behaviour as a champion, claiming he is more of a fuck than a champion. And this brings Ziggler out, surprising the whole of the Perfect Athletes, and Ziggler tells them to back down or they'll end up being in matches like he is, week in, week out, having to face 2 or 3 opposition. Dean Ambrose, Del Rio and Triple H all come to the top of the ramp, where Triple H books a match for Kurt Angle versus Roman Reigns for later tonight, and Dolph Ziggler will have to wait and see who his opponent is. This is a good start to the show. We have some charisma skills going, acting growing, and everything's moving in the right way for both of these 2 storylines. We start the match again. This is just building up to their tag team title match where we have Jimmy Uso versus Primo, and Usos are winning. I will be keeping the titles on the Usos, I believe. They're on the Shining Stars even. And a promo saying they're going to win. And we have the New Day, Big E, Xavier and Rocky Romero versus Kevin Owens and The Ascension. And Kevin Owens picks up the win over Xavier Woods. This is designed again to say the New Day isn't quite as strong as it used to be. Now that Kofi and Big E are moving on to singles competition, Xavier and Rocky Romero are dealing with The Ascension, trying to prove that they are a unit but are not winning matches. And the rebuild in the New Day one has got better. This one lost a bit, so not the best. And afterwards, Justin Gabriel comes out and attacks Kevin Owens, building up to their match at the next pay-per-view. We have a triple threat tag team match where we have Sudden Impact, Xavier and Shelley, and Slater and Jinder Mahal. This is pretty much just to put all the tag team, all the making an impact story characters together in a match, where I'm probably giving Neville the most over out of it. That's not going to be a lie. I think he will be the strongest I have. So this is just teasing at the new TV title we're going to introduce, which is actually just going to be a lower card, or cruiserweightish, but anyone could win it title. Triple H books a three-way match between Zayn, Miz and Strong, and the winner will become the new #1 contender for the Intercontinental title. This is going to happen at the next pay-per-view, so I'll book it after the show. Then we have American Alpha versus Rowan and Harper, and Luke Harper picks up the win because he is head and shoulders above the rest anyway. This is another warning to American Alpha that they may not be as popular as they thought with the Authority anymore. Dean Ambrose is interviewed about his upcoming match against Kurt Angle. Again, a brilliant rating. Also tries to help Renee Young as an interviewer move forward. Doesn't work very well though. Then we have Kofi Kingston versus Alberto Del Rio, where Kofi Kingston picks up the win when Dolph Ziggler distracts Del Rio. Again, we got Del Rio versus Kofi at the pay-per-view, and this leads to Del Rio being put through a table by Dolph Ziggler. In the next match, we have Dolph Ziggler face to face The Miz. As he has got his #1 contenders match, he's going out to prove to the boss he deserves to be in the ring. I put Ziggler. Miz actually wins thanks to an all-out assault on Ziggler. A 70 is a solid rating, I think, for this. No real heat in the rivalry, so it works. And in our main event, we have Roman Reigns and Kurt Angle drawing with double disqualification when Dean Ambrose attacks Angle and Samoa Joe attacks Roman Reigns. This was always going to be the plan, the numbers game against the faces. And then there's a big massive brawl to the back, which leads to the end of the show, which I think will get a lower 70 rating. Oh, 76 is not devastating. So we'll go back to the main screen and see what is happening in the world. And we're back to the main screen, so we'll go and see what the news is. Well, we'll just see the Raw. We've got a lot of praise. That's pretty much it. Just people wanting to come up from developmental and a booking complaint. Nothing too worrying. The negotiations, just a renewal of contracts. So he wants a pay rise. So nothing fancy there. We'll just have a look at the storylines to see how Raw has come along. That seems to have gone down. I'm not gonna lie. Nobody's really looking good apart from Harper and Ziggler. This match, it's going the right kind of direction, but not as well as I would like. As is this. This one's getting better. I'm happy with that. It's a low card match. This has the potential to steal the show. This will become a #1 contender type match. And this is getting worse. And it will do for what the storyline is. So that's the card. Let's just check, see if any of these have made the hot list. Titus O'Neil #1. Wow. Basically, most of Shockwave and SmackDown are on there. So we didn't need to see that message, but never mind. That will conclude Raw, and we will be back next time with SmackDown, fresh off the back of the pay-per-view. Thank you everyone for watching, and leave any comments below.